just admit.
Oh, wait. All right. Hello to whoever just came in. If this is somebody that's been in one of my streams before, you know that I'm still pretty new to this. And, like, the settings aren't right at the moment, so I'm trying to figure that out. I'm sure this is just hugely entertaining for whoever would be watching this. There we go. I hope that worked. Hey, Speedy, how you doing? I'm alright. Working on another custom request here. Don't know how well it's going to turn out, but we'll see. Rambo, get paid. You know what? Sylvester Stallone is one of the requests that are like, what, like 6 or 8 in. I'm like 6 or 8 requests away from getting to a Sylvester Stallone. Or quicker if, you know, I'm having trouble with some of these other ones. This one is, I'm trying to make Dallas from Payday. So, a lot of the times I'll work on one until I think it looks okay, and then I'll just check different heritages. And then you know, sometimes one pops out at me that's just looks like it would be a lot better, and then I make more tweaks. So, yeah, Rambo is a good movie. Like I like personally, I like the first, like the first couple of them. But what was the one where he got to go home? Like, I don't know how many of the movies you've seen, Speedy, but like the first movie, like all he wanted to do was go home. Right, and then these cops, or the sheriff, like stops him and just complete jackass, and you know, because of that, he never got to go home. Yeah, Last Blood is or First Blood. First Blood, I think, is the first movie. It wasn't actually being called Rambo until the second or third or something. Okay. Yeah, so you know what I'm saying. Yeah, the first one, he just wanted to go home. I think Last Blood, you're right. He finally got to go home. I personally, I think that's where they should have ended the series. Because it like the first movie, he was dealing with like PTSD from combat and everything. And when he finally got to go back home, like, to me, that just seemed like a good end. Like, he was able to, kind of settle into like a don't want to say a normal life. I don't want to downplay anything that like military veterans go through or anything, because I mean, I can't even imagine, but I don't know. To me, it's like if somebody deserved a happy ending, it would be Rambo. Just the character himself went through a lot. I don't think there's a new Rambo movie coming out, is there? I know there was one. I want to say it came out like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I think. They shoot so well on NBA 2K. Dude, that's awesome. I've never gotten into sports games. I don't know. For me, like, video games tend to be like a fantasy thing. Granted, it's not like I could play pro sports either, but like I'll play games that will let me go to outer space or explore a haunted house or take down zombies, or like this one, playing in the Old West. How's the sound quality on this microphone? Like, it's not anywhere near top of the line, but you know, it's not like I'm a pro gamer or anything. I don't need that. I just want to make sure you guys are able to hear me. No, I didn't make a John McCain. That would be a cool one, though. I'm talking so much, I'm not even working on the guy here. If it seems like I'm silent for a bit, it's because I'm like looking up pictures to reference for the creation. So I'm assuming both of you guys, Speedy and Rambo, you play Red Dead. Or wait, no, Speedy, you said you don't have Red Dead, right? Are you mainly playing GTA yet? Very cool. Hey Rambo, what else do you play? Like the strange man, the guy with the top hat and everything? Cool. Have either one of you guys heard anything about GTA 6? I mean, GTA 5 is a good game, but I mean, it's like for the last gen, like Xbox, whatever, Xbox One and PS4. There wasn't a new GTA game. Like they rebuilt GTA 5 for last gen systems, and now the newest ones like Xbox. What is the new Xbox called? I'm not an Xbox player. Xbox X or Xbox S? What is it called? Why Tokyo? I mean, I'm not like knocking that at all. It sounds like a cool idea, but why do you want Tokyo? And have you played any of the Yakuza games since you're hoping for Tokyo? Okay. Now I know the Yakuza games tend to be a bit slower, like slower paced. Um, but I've heard good things about them. I played one of them like years ago. And I've been told they've gotten better since, but I've never gone back to it. GTA 4 with Nico. Yeah, it's actually really tough for me to make characters in GTA. Um, like it had, I never really got into the online part of GTA. I liked the story that they had, played through that. Um, and in the end, I had them take out Trevor. Which I still felt kind of bad about, because I mean, Trevor was crazy, but he was cool. But yeah, the creation system in GTA is so different, and it's not nearly as refined as it is for Red Dead. It's really difficult. I hope that for the next game they do something like they did for Red Dead, but still improve on it. Because, like, for example, Saints Row, like, that character creation, if you want a mole on somebody's face, like, you don't have these presets of where the moles are. Like, you pick a mole, and then you decide where you want it on the face. And that was the PlayStation 3 or Xbox 360. So I don't see why Rockstar couldn't do that for, you know, the systems that are out now. What, Speedy? What do you mean you picked Death Wish? I think I might have. Oh, for GTA 5. I don't remember what the missions were called, so I don't know what that one's in reference to. But yeah, Far Cry, those are some awesome games. I got into it with Far Cry 3. I tried going back to Far Cry 2, and it was just so different. Like they Far Cry, like, you know, they came out with Far Cry 3 after they came out with some of the Assassin's Creed games. And you know, they took a lot of what they learned from those games and brought it over to Far Cry, which just, to me, made the Far Cry games so much better. And yeah, I've loved every one of them since. Voss is still, like, my favorite Far Cry villain, even though he wasn't the big boss for the game. And if you haven't, Rambo, if you haven't seen the Far Cry live action, like, series that's on YouTube with Voss, you need to check it out. It's really funny. It's with the guy, he played McLovin in some movie. I can't even remember. Superbad. It's a really entertaining web series. I keep talking. I'm not even making the character. I'm just talking to you guys. Okay. Where you kill no one. Yeah, that's the way I should have gone. 'Cause yeah, I did feel really bad about taking out Trevor. He just like by the end of the game he just seemed to be getting more and more unhinged. I didn't see it ending well otherwise. So hello, Kelly. Welcome back. I haven't made much progress on the character I'm working on because I've been talking with Speedy and Rambo here. Yeah, no, definitely Rambo. If you haven't seen that web series on YouTube with Voss, you need to. It is fantastic. Speedy, yeah. I mean, if you get Red Dead Online, just as a warning, like I usually end up playing. Well, it's in the evening my time. I don't know where you are exactly, but you know, obviously about this time is when I'm on, and I'm usually not on for very long. Like I'm just like knocking out a daily or two, just so I can keep making money in gold, so I can, you know, buy new outfits and stuff to help with the character creations. But yeah, I mean, if you get Red Dead Online, sure. Oh, so you're in like on like the East Coast, Speedy. Okay, I'm like in the Midwest. So, yeah. See, I'm still, Kelly. I am still very very new to this whole streaming thing. I'm hoping I can get better at multitasking. So I'm able to actually do what I came on here to do and not bore people with just like the same screen on here the entire time and just me yammering away, because come on, really, who wants to hear that? I think I told you last time, like every time somebody popped into the room I went hi and then they disappeared. So Rambo, yeah, my PSN is Gorkous, Gorkous, just like Speedy showed. I'm you know, fair warning to y'all. I'm not online that much. Like I said, it's usually just a little bit while I'm getting a little bit of cash or gold, and then character creation. So. So I don't know about Rambo or Speedy, but Callie has a YouTube video. Well, no, sorry, I know Speedy has a YouTube channel as well. But I know Callie's done live streams and stuff. What's like the most interesting or funniest thing that you guys have come across or done that you might not have uploaded or thought to get video of? This guy's looking a bit like, whatever, a gray-haired Magnum PI. Alright. right. Well, you have fun, Speedy. I wish I knew of like specific times that I'm on here, but it's just really whenever I have a chance. So. Your friends have a mouth on them. You know what? That's one thing I've been constantly trying to avoid as I've been using the mic here. Not that I have a sailor's mouth or anything, but sometimes I just, words want to just be blurted out, and I'm like, oh, no, don't say that. A video of Outlaw Gary. Is that a YouTuber? I think one of my videos, I have a video on my channel of like staring down a bear in first person mode. Like for about 2 months it just blew up. I was getting thousands of views on it every week. So I think that got added, like put on a Reddit or something that I wasn't aware of. I don't even know how to check that out, but yeah. Oh, and the Callie, the character I was working on last time, that was actually the Tom Holland. You might have noticed. I uploaded that one. After I showed it to a friend, he was like, it doesn't really look right. So, like before I uploaded, I kind of went back and made some tweaks, some adjustments. I think it turned out a lot better than what it was originally going to look like. Oh yeah, no, I would never try and censor my friends or anything if like say I was playing with them online. But yeah, no, I try to censor myself. Just I kind of want to be able to be accessible to everybody, because I don't know if this has ever happened to you, but like I'll be in like the dentist's office or like I don't know, someplace public at a restaurant or what have you, and I'm just watching a video, and it's usually like maybe something like TikTok or whatever, but like I'll be scrolling through videos, and then there'll be a sound that pops up or words that are being said or something, and it's like, oh, ho ho ho, gotta turn that down. Yeah. I try to make it so that if somebody's watching my stuff, they can really watch it anywhere. They could watch it in church if they want. But yeah. Well, thanks for the thumbs up too. Yeah, I mean, I'm not expecting you to comment on everything, but it's awesome when you do. I really appreciate it. Well, I don't know. I mean, like, I wasn't. I didn't have a cell phone when I was, in church or whatever. But, I do remember wishing there was something more entertaining than singing hymns when I was in church growing up. So. Hey, I got 3 people in here. That's awesome. Rambo, you still around? I mentioned this before, but if I'm silent for a bit here, it's because I'm referencing some pictures online, trying to get the character to look a little bit better. Oh, Kelly, I gotcha. All right. No, I don't need to apologize for chiming in, Callie. It's everybody's welcome to join in the conversation. You know, I'm not barging. Although I really shouldn't speak for Rambo, so I take all that back. Yes, you're barging. How dare you? I hope you're ashamed of yourself. I don't. Oh, dude, brownies. Sorry, man. I had like whatever that it's like a brownie cookie. Like I think they call it a brookie, a brownie cookie. Brownie peanut butter cookie. That's what you're making? A brownie peanut butter cookie? Dude, that sounds amazing. Like it's like the brownie equivalent of a Reese's. I've only ever like the only kind I've ever had was with like a chocolate chip cookie, like in the brownie. Like peanut butter cookie, that's freaking genius. Yeah, it's like got this image of like Homer Simpson just it's oh yeah, sure. Thanks, Rambo. You're not rubbing it in or anything. You could have told us, no, it's terrible. It's an experiment and it's a failure. But no, you're like, oh, it's delicious. Ha ha ha. Thanks. Man, now I want brownies. I want brownies and peanut butter. I want Reese's. Okay, well, that's true. Wouldn't believe you. So, what do you guys wish would be added to Red Dead Like for me, I mean, most of my stuff is done with the character creation. So it's like everything that I think of that could be improved on is just basically centered around that. But heists would be good. Yeah, just like stuff to rob a train, rob a train, rob a bank. That would be fun. Better outlaw passes. Yeah, I was really disappointed with the last one. Horse wrangling, just like what they had. See, that's just it, is like all this stuff that's like, this is how online would be better. It's stuff that they have in the story mode. It's like, why don't they have this on the online? Yeah. I don't know. I am disappointed with like some of the content that they've been doing for GTA. I mean, you can what was the thing they were gonna, or not GTA? Sorry, Red Dead. Honestly, I don't even remember the announcement for that they had for Red Dead, like the big update that's coming. Being able to rob homesteads, I think. Was that it? I mean, that's how little I've been paying attention to their updates now, because it's just been like essentially recycled stuff. Isn't, I don't know if it's the exact same, but I thought that like there was a version of the top hat that was available with like one of the like the moonshiner outfits. I mean, it's an expensive purchase if all you're wanting is the hat, but okay. That would be one thing that would be really cool, I think, for Red Dead, is just like necklaces. Stuff like that. I mean, they have like, you know, ties, neckerchiefs, that kind of stuff, but just like necklaces, pendants, jewelry, that kind of thing. I mean, yeah, they have rings. Um, they have little trinkets for your belt, but a necklace would be cool too. Or just like, I know this is never going to happen just because of all the like the work that would go into it, but just being able to like have your vests open, like being able to walk around with an open vest. I mean, it's a small detail, and I know it'll never happen, because even though it's a small detail, that is a whole lot of work that would have to go into it. But like every single vest having an open option, yeah. Yeah, there's only one. There was one outfit that I had for, um, that I bought from the Moonshiner roll, because I wanted to I wanted to wear it when I was making a leprechaun character. At the time, I didn't know that, like, outfits themselves wouldn't show up in character creation. It's literally just like pants, shirt, vest, and neckwear, and like glasses, eye patch, that kind of thing. But like hats, gloves, coats, none of that stuff will show up in character creation. So, but I still ran around in like Red Dead Online, as like my leprechaun character in that outfit, for like the few days around St. Patrick's Day. So I still had fun with that. Oh no, dude, Rambo, there is no off topic here, man. This is just like a random stream of thoughts here. Like you can go from, like, I mean, dude, we've already gone from, like, GTA to Red Dead to Far Cry to making brookies, and there is no off topic. I don't have Voss in the yeah, well, but he has the peanut butter cookies in him. Callie, there's peanut butter cookies in the brownies, so the brookies, they're like Reese's brookies. Is Brookie an official name? I think it was just it might have just been slang that I heard at some point. But no, Voss isn't a creation that I have on my list because nobody's asked for him. At least I don't think anybody's asked for him. But if you would like for me to try and make a Voss, keep in mind, like, the requests are like, I write them down, and I write them down in the order that they're made. So I have like 2.5 pages of requests at this moment, and I do this in my spare time. But yeah, so it's taken like 2.5 months from like the time somebody asks to the time I'm able to get to it, and sometimes, honestly, I personally, I feel like it's disappointing, because it's not turning out the way I want it to. So yeah, by all means, just make the request, and I'll put it on the list, and if basically when I have time off, I'm usually able to knock out a couple of them in a day, or maybe 3 if they come easy. But yeah, it does take a while for me to get to a request. I try, I mean, like, this one, honestly, like, I think that this is the right heritage for it, for the one that I'm working on, and depending on what one I'm working on, there's been the occasional one where it's like I can knock it out in like 10 minutes, but then there are other ones where it's like Inigo Montoya. Like, I was able to knock him out in about 15 minutes, because, like, whatever, I had an idea what I wanted to do, and I was like, that's not quite right. So I switch around on the heritage, and something just popped out at me and made a few tweaks, and it was done. Others, like I made that Sonny Liston. I don't know, I think it was like 6 requests ago, or 6 videos ago. That one took me like an hour and a half, 2 hours, just because like none of them, no heritage, nothing really seemed to click for what he should look like, and I just kept trying and trying, and it wasn't working. But yeah, I try to get as accurate as possible. And that's... Google is my friend when it comes to that. So... yeah. That's what, like for accuracy, like I said, an improvement that I wish they would make is just beard lengths. Like I appreciate the fact that I can now have stubble and facial hair, but if they let us have different beard lengths, that would help out so much. Because like most of these requests that I have, and different colored stubble. So like this guy right now, he should actually have like gray stubble, but there just isn't the option. And like the mustache portion should be a different color than the rest. I just... It's a wish list that I know will never happen. There's Billy Gray. Oh, from Billy Gray from Peaky Blinders. Was he the one that... I think he was the one that somebody else thought looked a lot like Tom Holland. And I was like, yeah, I could probably make a few tweaks to that and he would look a lot like Tom Holland. So that's why, like, Tom Holland didn't actually take that long. Except I was trying to make him while doing a stream, and so I end up talking more. Billy Gray. So who am I thinking of then? Great. Now you realize, Rambo, you're making me Google now. Billy Gray GTA. Oh yeah, okay. Then who am I thinking of then? With the sorry, multitasking. Told you I'm bad at it. From Peaky Blinders. Oh, I'm thinking of Finn Cole. Michael Gray. Okay, the actor's name is Finn Cole. The character I made was Michael Gray from Peaky Blinders. See? Gray was in there. I'm not losing it quite yet. One thing I've noticed when I've gone back and played some of these streaming videos, I'll make like I'll unconsciously make noises like I'm just thinking of something and I'll be like I'll just be like, that sounds kind of weird. It sounds like I'm really struggling with something. And I mean, I am struggling. I'll be like trying to figure out how something looks, how to improve on something. I think that the whole accuracy... Well, okay, well, first of all, thanks, guys. I do appreciate that. Which is really funny, because, like the Tom Holland one that I just uploaded, which I thought was actually pretty darn good. Like, I've lost, like, 3 or 4 subscribers in the past 24 hours. So I'm just like, okay, maybe they don't like my stuff. But, no, I do tend to think that I have an attention to detail. I'm pedantic, I've been told, which can be a good thing and a bad thing. Good thing in like cases like character creation. Bad when it comes to like trying to complete something and you want it just right. You want it just perfect. So I don't know. I feel like I've gotten, like, all these creations. I feel like I've gotten a bit better at being like, okay, it's never gonna be 100% perfect. You know, whoever wants this, I got them like 90% of the way there. Oh, dude, seriously? Makeup artist? Like, what kind of makeup artist? I mean, honestly, like if you can make a really good female-looking character, honestly, that's I feel like 70% of getting the look of a female face right in this game is the makeup options. Like that's why like the female option, like the female characters are so few and far between, because I can't. The makeup just isn't there for me. I'm not familiar with it. Like I don't even know what some of the like I don't even remember what some of the makeup options are there. But like winged. I think flecked. No, flecked is one of the lifestyle options. But like, yeah. I mean, I assume that these are real terms, makeup terms, but I have no idea what they are. I'm just like, okay, this one has like, this is one color with another color going through the middle. That's what that's called. Yeah, no, there's people like there's always going to be people that are like, yeah, that doesn't look good, but they can't do it themselves. I mean, I honestly, that to me, everybody can have their own opinion, and I don't. I mean, there's plenty of like there's whatever artwork up in galleries that are just like, I think that painting sucks. I mean, I wouldn't be able to paint it, but I don't like it. You know, they're entitled to their opinion. But hey, they're commenting on my channel. That helps with exposure. So, thanks for the interaction. You know. Beauty makeup and some face painting. Face painting. See, okay, Callie, can you tell me? Okay, when you say face painting, are you talking like? I'm trying to think. Like. I'm trying to think of how to explain it. I'm not that good at it. Like, okay, so there have been a couple of years in the past for Halloween, I've tried to dress up as characters that required face paint. So, like, one year I tried dressing up as Groundskeeper Willie from The Simpsons, which, you know, generally speaking, like, I shaved the top of my head. I got some of that like orange washout hairspray paint, whatever. You know, I did all that stuff, but I can never get a good consistent color when I apply face paint. Is there a certain kind of paint you would suggest? And I'm assuming that your answer is going to be like, yeah, not the cheap Halloween stuff in a tube. But like at work, I'm the guy that's kind of known for my Halloween costumes. Like one year I dressed up as Heisenberg. I even made like rock candy for the crystal meth, the blue glass. I went as the Swedish Chef as another year. Groundskeeper Willie as another year. This last year I went as one of those Yip Yip Martians from Sesame Street. But like, yeah, the makeup, I can't. You'd be very confused. Okay, and I rambled so long I didn't even see that you responded. Wow, I've been working on this guy for an hour and I've barely done anything to him. That means I'm enjoying the stream. Thanks for keeping me rambling, guys. I dressed up as Chucky. That is awesome. Like, which Chucky though? See, this is what I'm talking about with the the pedantic mind I have. Like to me, there's whatever, Child's Play 1 and 2. Then he starts getting messed up. He has the stitches, and then whatever, another movie, the next movie, he's got whatever, exposed teeth and everything, and then there's the reboot, where he looks a little bit different. Which Chucky did you dress up as, Rambo? Corresponding color powder gives... Okay, after this stream is over, I'm gonna have to go back and look at your comment, Callie, on the makeup tips. I don't think I can scroll back up to see what you wrote, but I saw something about applying something and then applying something else. But Instagram, yeah, I do have an Instagram. I don't use it much, but yeah, I believe, you know what, I use it so little, I'm not even 100% sure of what my name is on there. Gorkous Prime, Gorkous Prime, all one word. I started an Instagram, and then I just didn't really bother trying to figure out how it worked, and I haven't really done anything with it since then. But yeah, definitely like send me a link or something, and I can check it all out. That would be awesome. And the Bride of Chucky was... I got kind of a love-hate relationship with Child's Play, I'll be honest with you. Those pretty much with any horror movie, it starts out being a genuine horror, they're trying to scare you, they're trying to make it give you chills and thrills. As it goes along, though, it becomes more and more comical. But at least with Child's Play, I mean, that was their intention. Before the reboot, there was the Bride of Chucky, and then there was the Seed of Chucky. I know that there was the Cult of Chucky as well. But after Seed of Chucky, they actually talked about making a musical, the next movie, a musical. I'm glad they didn't go in that direction, but yeah. And your Halloween is your birthday. Sorry, I keep rambling, and then the comments keep coming. But yeah, no, Halloween. Honestly, Halloween is my favorite holiday. Just because it allows you to get creative, it allows you to get inventive, even if you don't even if you're too old to go trick-or-treating or whatever. Whatever decorations you can put out on your house, or just dressing up in costume. When I dressed up as Swedish Chef, they were still doing free $3 burritos. They had switched to $3 burritos at Chipotle. I walked into the Chipotle and I realized I forgot my wallet, so I went back out to my car, to get my wallet, and the like the store manager actually ran out after me. And he was like, no, come back in. And I was like, I'm just getting my wallet. And he was like, I gotta pay for the burrito. I forgot my wallet. And he was like, no, I'll give you a free burrito. Just, yeah, come back in. And they wanted pictures and stuff. I don't know. That was a good costume. I'm proud of that one. Michael Myers, yeah, there's another Halloween Kills. Like, there's another Halloween movie coming out this year, too. I'll be honest, like, Michael Myers isn't, like, he isn't my favorite horror guy or anything like that. But, like, the movie that they just came out with, what, 2 years ago? 3? I really like that one. I'm really looking forward to the next one. Okay, I gotta check out who Michael Hazar is. Oof. Okay. Looking at the Michael Hazar stuff. It's kind of like... I'm getting Hellraiser vibes from this. You know what I mean? Like if the Hellraiser series decided to go with a white color palette instead of black, like that's what a lot of this would be. Like some of these, it's like also like American Horror Story. Yeah, that's some freaky stuff. I'm just looking at a picture of his Apple of Eden. That's... For some reason, that this image, the Apple of Eden, reminds me of like, like a Guillermo del Toro, like Pan's Labyrinth type of thing. Like Guillermo del Toro had a touring display of stuff that he had collected over the years. Like Apple of Eden seems like something that would actually be in his collection. Have you heard if there was going to be any kind of a Hellraiser reboot or anything? Like they've been rebooting all the horror movies to different levels of success. Hellraiser just seems like one of them that's prime for a reboot. Yeah, honestly, like, I don't know how you could possibly, like, make an adjustment to Pinhead to like, any kind of change to Pinhead. Pinhead is so iconic, right? Any kind of adjustment you make to him, any kind of change, I just feel like it would ruin the character. Like, just the look of him. So I mean, like, if they do a gender swap on it or something, that's fine. But I mean, like, Pinhead, his name is descriptive. I mean, you can't really, like, change his look with a name like Pinhead. So yeah. Has it been the same actor that's always played Pinhead? I thought there was, like, one or two movies that they actually changed, swapped out the actor. Yeah, they, what was it, like, how many movies were there? Wasn't there, like, 8 of them? 9 of them? Like, the last one I remember watching was called, like, had the subtitle Bloodlines, and that, like, I only half watched it. It was one of those things I had on, I was watching it intently, but then I got distracted, and I just started doing stuff while it was playing in the background. Yeah, it's that seems like to be the last ditch effort for like most horror movies. Like, when they've run out of ideas, then they go to space. You know? Hellraiser in space, Jason X, Leprechaun in space. Yeah. Yeah, I'll be honest though, like Hellraiser, to me it kind of lost focus when it started going into a bit of a tech heavy. I'm trying to remember what they were called. Cenobites? Cenobites? I can't remember how to pronounce that. Like, there was one with, like, CDs sticking out of his head or whatever. I don't know. I mean, the designs were still cool, but is something about the whole like pain demon thing. It just seemed like it shouldn't be involved. Like tech shouldn't be involved in that so much. I don't know. That's just me. Yeah, Freddy, I mean, he started, like, the first couple of movies, honestly, Freddy is the reason I was scared scared of the dark as a child. Like, it's, yeah, like, the house I grew up in, there was a light switch at the bottom of the stairs going into the basement, which was fine as a kid, going down the stairs. But once you turn off that light and you still gotta get upstairs, I would just bolt up the stairs. Because yeah, suddenly it was dark and there was just darkness behind me. Yeah, it was. It's a stupid thing because for so many reasons it made no sense. Like, first of all, Freddy isn't real. Second of all, Freddy only comes at you in your dreams. You know, third of all, if I was gonna be attacked by Freddy, probably would have done so while I was in the basement, not leaving the basement. But you know, that's a horror movie thing. Like, right? You like, it's that jump scare at the end of the movie. You know, it's if they're gonna get you, it's gonna be when you're leaving. Welcome back, Rambo. Did you bring us any of the brownies? That's the first question. You have to answer that. Really? Come on, man. I ask for so little, and yet you give me less. No, thank you. Yes, this is a travesty. Um, Oops. Can you at least lie to us and tell us that they got burned and that they're horrible? It's basically a a brownie brick now. Can just lie to us. I mean, technically, the brownie. I mean, Callie. Yeah. It just depends on how you shape the brownie. Well, that's why I want him to lie to us. Because I do hope he enjoyed them. I hope that they are delicious. I'm gonna have to try making them at some point now, and I haven't actually even made brownies in years. I made cookies once. I was supposed to make 12, like the recipe said 12 average sized cookies. And yeah, it ended up being like a full cookie sheet. It was just one giant cookie, one giant square cookie. Like, there was no room to separate them. Yeah, I was gonna ask the same thing. Did it really go off, or are you just like saying that because I asked? Oh, dude, I'm sorry. I mean, I want to make a joke about like that's what you get for not sharing, but you know, I mean, that's um. Oh, okay. All right, so nothing actually like burned. It just like got too smoky. Dude, burgers sound so good now too. Man. I wasn't hungry when I started this stream, but that was like an hour and a half ago now. And now like everything is sounding good. I'm trying to think of what place is open in the area at this point. Cause like don't feel like cooking. Well, I mean, that's, smoke detectors should be, because it needs to wake you up if you're asleep and a fire, the fire breaks out. So that's a good thing. It's annoying, but it's a good thing. Okay. I'm gonna check out the Instagram. Is it well, I mean, obviously this is you, but am I pronouncing this right? Kali Suimi? Kali Sumi. Okay. So like I said, I'm not really familiar with Instagram. So if you sent me a message or something with a link, I'm not sure how to look that or open that up. But I am looking through your feed right now. I should probably make the character and then look at the feed. I just I don't know, short attention span. Oh, I just came across a picture that you posted, Callie, of Gizmo about to be tossed into some running water. What's really funny is that I actually have like a little toy Gizmo. Like there's a toy company, NECA, NECA, makes a bunch of characters. Like right now they're making they're making a whole lot. I mean, a whole bunch of horror ones. You might know about them because they've made like whatever. It and Freddy and Jason and Halloween and all those things, but there was one that they made. It was Ultimate Gizmo, has like removable faces and stuff. I actually bought that with the intention of making like a dunk tank for the character, for the toy, like out of a soup can and popsicle sticks and stuff. Just to make a funny picture. Okay, hold on. Come on. There we go. Okay. Chat bubble upper right corner. Oh, there we go. Okay. Did you say you shaved your eyebrows for this one? Or was that a different thing with when you're talking to Rambo? I'll tell you right now, though, that would freak me out a little bit if I, like, if I was just walking down the street or something. Yeah, it's okay. As well, you should. I'm assuming that's what you were going for, um, and you succeeded. So. So, what's the craziest thing you've done for a costume then? I mean, I would kind of agree with the whole eyebrow shaving thing, but I've shaved my head more than once for a Halloween costume. Um, and I know, you know, there are girls that like they have eyebrow tattoos. Like literally, it's a tattoo, and they shave off their eyebrows. So, I mean, yeah. You're showing your dedication. That's what it is. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, there was one like the first time I shaved my head, it was just to find out what the shape of my head actually looked like. Because like when I feel my head, it'll until I get to a certain age, yeah, it'll grow back. But no, when I felt my head, it honestly it felt like the kind of like the top towards the back was like Frankenstein flat. Like it felt like there was just it cliffed off. That's what it felt like. When I shaved my head, it looks fine. Can't even notice it doesn't look flat at all. But yes, I did it for science. It was an experiment. But no, I mean that's I don't shave my head on a regular basis now, but yeah, I tend to keep my hair really, really short. Just, you know, no fuss, no muss. And it's a bit cooler in the summer. Oh, one time I dressed as, again with the Halloween costumes and stuff. I actually dressed up as Jamie Heineman from MythBusters. And they had this MythBusters exhibit. And I went to that, and I guess I looked close enough. Like people actually thought I was Jamie until I started talking. I sound nothing like the guy from the show. But yeah, that was awesome. Like, how long are we talking? Okay. All right, fair enough. So, have you ever dressed up as like the girl from The Ring? Then? Oh, you're missing out. Like, do you have Halloween parties or anything like that? Cause like, oh, now if you ever throw like a Halloween party or something, you should totally do that. Like, yeah, no, maybe even like. I mean, I don't know all the see I like my imagination starts running wild, and I start coming up with all these ideas like if you're having a Halloween party, um They have a little like fake TV set up, and you can crawl out of it. Um, the last Halloween party I went to, I was like in high school, and I was at a friend's farm. And while the friend was actually in the house, like whatever, making refreshments, like we were in the barn setting up the place. My friend didn't know that I was actually there. She thought that I was actually working, and like my girlfriend at the time was going to go pick me up from work. But I was actually dressed up in a one of those screen ghost face costumes. Yeah, and had like even had like a little pillow underneath, so it looked a little puffier than I would. And then when my friend came out, looking at everything, like seeing all the decorations, like I was sitting in a chair, just completely still, kind of like slumped over, as if it was just filled with pillows or whatever. And once she got close enough and actually was like looking looking right at me, I just kind of leapt out and grabbed her. So yeah, she fell backwards on her butt. Oh, high school was many many moons for me as well. So I'm kind of at that age where, like, if I cough hard or if I sneeze hard, my back gives out. That's yeah, high school was 90s. It's kind of messed up to think about it, like whatever, like like thinking of kids, like in whatever, in high school now, looking back at 90s music as like high school kids in the 90s thought of as music from the 60s. It's kind of a weird and trippy thing to wrap your head around. It's, Alright, I think this is about as good as I can actually make him. Okay. So you don't have like a child's heart in like a jar or anything on your nightstand, nothing like that. That's good. That's that too. Yeah. That's those messages popped up like simultaneously, so that was good. This is one of those things, like, I'm working on this guy, and I want to give him, I want to age him up to he gets some more forehead wrinkles, but everything else starts aging more as well, and it just throws it all off. Yeah, no, I think I don't want to say that growing up is overrated, but having to be like quote unquote grown up all the time is overrated. Like, I think that's why people are grumpy all the time. Honestly, it's like they think that they reach an age where things suddenly become childish. Like, if you like video games, you're being a child. If you like toys, you're being a child. If you like superheroes or Harry Potter or what have you, you're being childish. I just think that that's a ridiculous way to look at it. Like, there's more to being an adult than just what your interests are. You know, I mean, if you're like, to me, what you enjoy isn't about whether you're an adult or not. It's whether you are responsible. You know, if you can take care of yourself, if you can, you know, pay your bills on time, if you're not being a jackass to everybody you meet, that's being an adult. If you're you know, if you're a kind and caring person, because, I mean, let's face it, kids tend to be selfish. I mean, there's a growing period, and you know, it's not about, it's not that it's not that that's a bad thing, but it's a behavior that's learned and sussed out. Like, you can't go through life being a selfish jerk. But, like, what you enjoy isn't something that determines whether or not you're a grown-up. It just determines whether you enjoy your life or not, and whether you're letting other people determine what you should enjoy, which is just stupid. Like, right now, I'm wearing a Flash t-shirt, you know? Yeah, exactly. It's like Legos, you know? Age 9 to 99. Which really sucks for the people that have hit 100, but, you know, we won't hold it against them. I feel like this guy looks a bit like Oscar Isaac. Yeah. Oh, this one I wasn't keeping as a secret. Hold on. Yeah, he's a character named Dallas from Payday games. That's something I really need to be asking more info from people on, because they'll say, like, you know, can you make this character? Well, I'm assuming that they want this version of the character, because there's been two different character models or actors for this character. So like somebody asks for Sylvester Stallone, but are they asking for like Rambo Sylvester Stallone, Rocky, Demolition Man? That's why for example, Clint Eastwood. Dude's been in movies for decades. And depending on what era you're going with, it's gonna very much change what they were expecting. I think his chin might be a bit too long. Yeah. Yeah. See, Angelina Jolie. I made like one of my first creations was Angelina Jolie from Maleficent. Like, I just like blew out the cheekbones and you know, made the lips as puffy as possible. I don't know. I was just basically trying to make. I was just basically trying, like, I was essentially learning how the female sliders worked, which I'm still not that good at. Like I said before, like 70% of how female characters turn out are based on the makeup options, I feel. But yeah, no, there've been occasionally there are people that will ask for a request, and I'll ask them if, you know, hey, can you provide a link, because I want to know exactly what they're going for, and they were like, well, you could just Google it, and I'm like, I'm not gonna do all the work here, buddy. I'm doing like 95% of it. I'm just asking for a little guidance. But yeah. I think I'm pretty much done here. I don't think I'm gonna be able to make really any other adjustments to him without it starting to look weird. So, well, I thank you for hanging out with me. I'll be checking out more of your Instagram here after I get off the stream. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna be... Actually, maybe the hair I'll change here quick, the coloring. Yeah, I think that's better. But yeah. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, and also thanks for chatting. Yeah, I'm actually kind of enjoying the whole using the mic thing. It makes these creations take a bit longer, but it's more enjoyable. So that's cool. But anyway, you have a good night. I'm gonna sign off here. Maybe still be able to get a burger from someplace that's open late. Alright. Have a good night.